The Brooklyn Nets have been quite the surprise this season, as they are currently the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. Headlined by players such as D'Angelo Russell and Spencer Dinwiddie, the Nets have a real shot of making the playoffs and definitely have a bright future. One player that doesn't get enough attention on the Nets, and one guy who I think has the potential to be the NBA's next great rim protector, is starting center Jarrett Allen. In his second year out of Texas, Allen is averaging 11.8 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 1.4 blocks on 58% shooting. And Allen is someone who doesn't get as much attention as other players around the league, partly because he is very low-key. He usually walks home after games instead of taking the subway, and he can usually be seen out and about in New York City. And when asked about the coolest celebrity experience that he's had in New York, he responded, "I got a free slice of cake for dessert at a restaurant one time." As you can see, Allen does not come with the pompous flair of many NBA players, but he has proven himself to be dominant on the court, especially on the defensive end. This season, he made headlines when he denied LeBron at the rim. Out of LeBron James's 1,850 dunk attempts throughout his career, he has only been blocked 9 times. And let's take a look at how Allen blocked this dunk and what makes him so lethal under the rim. So this play actually begins when Allen comes off a screen and misses his layup, but he does make up for it as he hustles down the court and gets in position. And one thing to take note here is that Allen does find his man, and if we stop the video right here, you can see that Allen has marked Tyson Chandler as his man, but the whole time that he is inside the three-point line, his eyes are always on the ball. He's always watching the ball and where it's going. So right now, he's looking right at LeBron, who has the ball, and as LeBron's driving to the rim, Allen isn't afraid to step up and make the block. The same technique applies in this block on Giannis. Watch as Allen is continuously watching the ball and where it's moving, and he can easily slide in when the ball comes into the paint and block Giannis. And he's still watching his man, he knows where his man is, but he's also watching the ball, and that allows him to easily slide in and block the shot. Allen also never gives up on the defensive end. As you can see here, Anthony Davis gets a shot over him and gets the offensive rebound, but Allen comes right back to block his shot. What Jarrett Allen has going for him is his attention to detail. In the previous plays, Allen continuously kept his eyes on the ball and knew where he was on the court at all times. And this isn't hard for him to do, as he's used to being a detailed-oriented person. In his free time, Allen often builds and studies computers and their parts, and this is something that requires you to be very, very focused. And Allen brings this focus onto the court, where he is constantly locked in to where the ball is and how he can best alter his opponent's shots. He's also always fearless in making his decision. He isn't afraid of being put on a poster, and he is willing to sacrifice his body and his ego in order for his team to succeed. And this is something that you don't see in the NBA that much, as players often move out of the way of dunk attempts because they don't want to end up all over social media. But Jarrett Allen doesn't really care about what people think of him. As Coach Kenny Atkinson said about him, he doesn't have an ego, but he has a ton of pride and he doesn't want to fail. That's the part that people were missing with him, because he's smart and he can apply whatever you're teaching. And Allen's teammate Ed Davis has said, "Early on, I saw that he wasn't afraid to get dunked on. He's going to challenge at the rim. He's never been timid since I've been here." And again, Allen is only 20 years old and will continue to grow. This season, when looking at players who have defended at least 7 shots per game within 6 feet of the rim, Allen ranks ahead of Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella, and Anthony Davis in the defensive field goal percentage. And he's also very confident in his ability to defend guards on pick and rolls. He has said about himself, "I feel comfortable doing it. I know I'm athletic enough to guard out there, and I can hold my own." It is very reasonable to think that in the next few years, Allen could be a serious contender for Defensive Player of the Year. He has a very, very bright future in this league, and hopefully his effort on the defensive end starts getting more recognition. And with that, this video comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you guys agree? Do you think that Jarrett Allen can potentially win Defensive Player of the Year in the next few years? Comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to the channel, as if you liked this video, there's much more content to come.